Hey Curious, this gentleman undoubtedly deserves your attention. We are of course talking about Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the most famous soccer players that the world has ever seen. His above average talent, great self-discipline, and the work on his skills from an early age have all brought him to the very top of his achievements and earnings. But success tastes best when you have someone to share it with. And Ronaldo has long tried to make a private life for himself. For several years now, he has been successful and more committed to it than ever. What are the reasons why Georgina is the woman with who he will spend the rest of his life? What is it about this girl that made the athlete's mother immediately accept her, while Irina Shayk had a problem with it? What relationships did Cristiano leave behind, and does Georgina live better than the queen? Stay with me until the very end, but don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. For several years now, Ronaldo's life has been going great with great love, 4 children that they brought up together, and overall happiness. However, it seemed this would never happen, and many asked what it took for Cristiano to move forward. Do you know what we're talking about? To ask for the hand of your woman, of course. However, the 35-year-old footballer has recently matured to this decision. But before we move on, let's take a brief look at Ronaldo's relationship, because before he found his better half, he tried his luck with other women for over years. Of course, in the case of the famous athlete, there were rumors that he had something in common with Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton. But today we will focus not on rumors, but on the confirmed relationship of the player. He met his first great love, about which we can all tell you about, in the cloakroom of the Sporting Lisbon. She was the sister of then teammate Jordan Jardel. The young Brazilian model was linked with a young, about 18-year-old Ronaldo in 2003. Years later, in the more present-day times, Jordan visited the city of Turin where Ronaldo and his family now live. It may seem that the woman was caught up in a melancholy because, posting a photo of her on social media, she wrote, "Life is so ironic. You need sadness to know what happiness is, noise to appreciate silence, and absence to appreciate presence." Some people perceived it as a longing for an old love. Do you think that after so many years, this could be it? Or was she just trying to write a deep caption? After Jordan, Cristiano's heart beat faster for Mircea Romero, a Portuguese model and presenter born in Andorra. When they started seeing each other, she was 29 years old and he was only 21. Their relationship lasted more than a year and a half, from January 2005 to September of 2006. There were no major dramas in the parting, and Mircea still has a lot of respect and sympathy for him. Later, Cristiano had 2 short relationships that only lasted a few months. At the beginning of 2007 with British actress Gemma Atkinson, and at the beginning of 2008 with the Spanish model Nereida Gallardo. After these relationships, Ronaldo met the woman with whom he had built the longest one of his life up to that moment, and so it seemed that she was the one. Do you know who I'm talking about? A place in his heart had then been occupied by the Russian model Irina Shayk. Their relationship began in 2010 after their paths had crossed during a photo shoot. A month earlier, the player announced that he would become a father. This news echoed around the world's media almost immediately, as the child's mother was not known. So the couple had to survive a lot of difficulties and put many things in order. You know, things like that are usually difficult. Although Ronaldo was madly in love with Irina, his mother, Maria Dolores, did not like her son's chosen one. She was looking for a woman who would be the perfect mother for little Cristiano Jr. Well, Irina, in her relationship with the player, in addition to his mother not liking her, she also had to prove herself in a new role. Because an infant appeared in the world, that is, Ronaldo's dream firstborn son, and it seems that the Russian had other plans, or she did not see herself as the mother of children other than her own. In 2010, she was recognized as the best model according to Glamour magazine, and many thought that the woman was very focused on her career. Although, according to another Russian model, Victoria Banya, that existed between Cristiano and Irina was a 5-year contract that lasted as long as necessary. Can you imagine such a thing, being with someone as part of a contract? Though in fact these are only rumors that have never been verified, and shortly after the parting, Irina said only that she respected honest men who are loyal to their women. So it's not very clear whether Ronaldo had done something that contributed to the breakdown of their relationship. But of course, some people interpret her statement this way, and it was never clear, and to this day we still don't know why the relationship between the model and soccer player is over. However, it is said that Cristiano's mother had a great influence on it. Well, as it turned out, Shayk wanted to start a family, but not with a soccer player. But if you want to know more about Irina's fate with her later love Bradley Cooper, to whom she gave birth to a daughter, the breakup the couple went through, then be sure to click on the link above. Clearly, Irina chose a different path, and in 2016, the soccer player found happiness with the younger Argentinian model Georgina. The 26-year-old was much luckier than Shayk. Ronaldo's mom liked her immediately. Maria Dolores said in one interview that the girl is the perfect daughter-in-law and even encouraged her son to marry her. Well, since in her case things went so well and the mother accepts the son's current choice, maybe the woman actually knew that Irina wouldn't eventually give Ronaldo happiness. You know, mothers sometimes feel such things. Gio gets a lot of support and a lot of sympathy from Mrs. Dolores in every way, and according to the sources close to the family, the soccer player's mother always wanted to be a mother-in-law, and her greatest desire was for Cristiano to have a woman next to him who would share his priorities, love him, and Cristiano Jr. But Georgina turned out to be a suitable candidate, because not only did she love them both, but because she gave the players so much more, and in addition, she's very discreet and very family-oriented. In November of 2017, the fruit of their relationship was born, their first daughter, Elena Martin. Georgina confessed that when their child was born, she united them with much more love as a family and stressed that they had never been so happy, and added that Cristiano is an extremely caring man. Elena is the only child of Ronaldo whose mother is known, and Gio carried out her motherly duties perfectly. It is also worth noting that when they started to meet, the soccer player was awaiting the birth of his twins. A few months before Alan was born, Ava and Matteo were born with surrogate mother. Despite the fact that only one of the children is biologically hers, Gio said that she loves all four of them equally. On the occasion of her birthday this year, the woman publicly thanked her beloved for giving her what is most important in life, the children. And today, 4 years after the couple started dating, their lives are better than great. In August, they spent their vacations in the Balearic Islands in Archipelago, the Western Mediterranean, on Cristiano's private yacht, and something special seemed to happen. Gio posted a photo of them together, which she captioned with a long yes, and give their elegance on that day and the splendid party, the press started speculating whether Ronaldo had proposed to his beloved. More than 5 million people liked the photograph, so no wonder that Cristiano is the #1 on Instagram among all public figures. His account is followed by over 240 million users, and Georgina has more than 21 million, so no one will be surprised that when they share something about their private life, the news spreads like wildfire. You must know that it was not the only photo with a definite yes that heated up the news portals around the world with gossip that the player decided to formalize their relationship. Georgina received a diamond ring from her beloved, who, according to the foreign press, is worth over $1 million. And although none of them confirmed the information about the engagement, the turn of events rather says a lot, because who puts $1 million ring on their beloved's finger without this important question? Am I right? But you think this is the first gift from the soccer star at such a high price? Of course not. In April of 2018, a ring with a huge 5-carat smaller diamond around her eyelet was on Georgina's hand, which cost over $820,000. And this is also an amount of money close to $1 million. And it is worth mentioning that at the time, there were also rumors about the couple's engagement and even about a secret wedding. Cristiano undoubtedly treats the 26-year-old as his queen, because this piece of jewelry very much resembles the royal ring that Prince Charles gave to Princess Diana, and which today is worn by Kate Middleton, the wife of Prince William. As if that wasn't enough, apart from the diamonds she wears on her fingers, Georgina has at least a few bracelets, each worth over $35,000. She also likes to decorate herself with a luxurious watch, the world's most expensive Swiss brand Patek & Philippe & Co. for $47,000. Cristiano loves this kind of jewelry and has many watches in his collection, more expensive than the one Gio bought. For example, at a press conference, the soccer star had a Rolex designed just for him for $470,000. Yes, it all costs a lot of money, but Ronaldo, who has made a fortune running on the turf and shooting goals, can afford practically anything, and according to Forbes magazine, he's the second most successful player in 2020, just behind the #1 in the world, Leo Messi. Cristiano earns 70 million euros a year in Juventus, but in addition to that, his account acquires $50 million from advertising and other activities, which is about $120 million in 1 year. Given his long career in one of the best clubs in the world and the highest number of followers on social media, no one will be surprised that this Portuguese man has huge power and his fortune is really big. In fact, according to Forbes magazine, in 2020, Cristiano Ronaldo reached the number 4 position among the 100 most famous people who earn the most money in the world. And according to the magazine's calculations, he is the first and so far only soccer player in the world to earn $1 billion. Well, he started his adventures with the ball as an 8-year-old boy, and his determination to grind his talent on the turf led to him have the highest salaries in every club he has played for since 2007. Besides that, the player has built his empire. I mean, since 2013, he has his own brand of underwear, shoe line, scents, and jeans. As if that were not enough, he advertises all kinds of the most expensive brands and is the face of many of them, which makes his millions multiply so rapidly. Now tell me, curious, after hearing all of this, do you think Georgina Rodriguez is the ideal choice at whose side the player will live until old age? Why do you think his relationship with Irina Shayk didn't work out? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you again tomorrow.